Please give the warmest LA welcome to Gore Vidal.
I am glad you are here, and I am proud to be here as the whole world seems to be moving, I love that new phrase, singing off the same page. Well, basso notes and alto notes, no war notes. Real close to the mic, I am advised. Whenever I am on Hollywood Boulevard, I am inclined to give a history lesson. Something about this corner does that to me. I will burden you with about 4 minutes of how the hell we got into this mess with prosperity, peacetime in the world, and now we're threatening preemptively to bomb countries that have done us no harm. If I may, the Bush family is everywhere. That is a W looking for sanctuary somewhere in the West in a bunker. Cheney is in the bunker. Great comedy minds work the same. Could somebody put a chair behind me before I totter over? Louder, I would like to say this was a war wound, but it's a peace wound. All right, there's a chair behind me. Now, if I sat down, would I be in the chair or on the... They have such faith in gravity up here. I belong to a minority that is now one of the smallest in this country, and with every day it grows smaller. I am a veteran of World War II. And I can recall thinking when I got out of the Army in and those who come after us will never need do this again. Then came the 2 mad wars of imperial vanity, Korea and Vietnam. They were bitter for us, not to mention for the so-called enemy. Next, we were enrolled in a perpetual war against what seemed like the enemy of the month club. Remember Gaddafi, remember Noriega, all the drugs in the world, remember Bishop of Grenada, remember Bush Sr. standing tall. This long war has kept major revenues going to military procurement, secret police, while withholding money from us taxpayers with our petty concerns for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But no matter how corrupt our system became over the last century, and I lived through 3/4 of it, we still held on to the Constitution and, above all, to the Bill of Rights. I have been discouraged at times, like all of you, but I always felt that the Republic was upon such a firm foundation that no one could undermine it. I never once believed that I would ever see a day like this, when a great part of the nation, of we the people, should be obliged to march against an arbitrary and secret government preparing wars for us to fight in, sensibly, they leave the fighting to us. During Vietnam, Bush fled to the Texas Air Force. Cheney, when asked why he had avoided service in Vietnam, replied, "I had other priorities." Well, so did 13 million of us 60 years ago. Priorities that many were never able to fulfill. How did human events bring us here today and all across the country? We can certainly blame the oil and gas hustlers who have hijacked the government from presidency to Congress to, most ominously, the judiciary. It was Benjamin Franklin, that nice, witty, plump gentleman, who saw our future most clearly back in 1787, when he was a delegate to the Constitutional Convention at Philadelphia. He was old, he was dying, he was not well enough to speak, but he had prepared a text which a friend read. It is so dark a statement that most school histories omit his key words. Benjamin Franklin urged the convention to accept the Constitution despite all its faults. It might, he said, provide good government in the short term.